assume that there is a old rice, and there is a new rice. There are two types of rices are available. There is a the cost of old rice is going to be 30 rupees per kg, and cost of new rice is going to be 50 rupees per kg. These two are mixed in certain ratio. They have taken some part of old rice, some part of new rice, and they mixed these two. So there is a mixture. So this mixture is sold at 36 rupees. This mixture is sold at 36 rupees. In what ratio the old rice and new rice are mixed is the question. In what ratio the old rice and new rice are mixed is the question. So now you just need to observe old rice cost is 30 rupees per kg, new rice cost is 50 rupees per kg. In what ratio the old rice and new rice are mixed so that the final mixture is going to be 36 rupees per kg. 36 rupees per kg. So 50 minus 36 is giving a result which is equal to 14. 30 minus 36 is giving a result which is equal to 6. So from this data, we can say 7:3 is going to be ratio of old rice to new rice. Sometimes here it is based on the question of N1 and N2. Sometimes they will give total value and they will expect us to find out the N1 value and N2 value also individually. That's ratios question. See, when you know that 7:3 is the ratio, total 40 kgs, then what is 7 parts and 3 parts? We already discussed in the ratios concept. What is 7:3? 10 parts. 10 parts is 40, 1 part is 4, 7 parts is 28, 3 parts is 12. Overall, it is going to be 40. Overall, it is going to be 40. So like that, you are going to see the questions of allegations and mixtures. So what is required in allegations and mixtures is A1 value, A2 value, and A value are directly given for us. You have to find out N1 and N2. For that, in order to find out N1 and N2, what is a basic skill required is you have to know the basic subtractions. So this is nothing but A2 minus A. This is nothing but A1 minus A. If you get any negative value, ignore because number of terms cannot be a negative value. It should be a positive value. So if you get any negative value, you can just ignore it. If you get any negative value, you can just ignore it. So A2 minus A indicates the N1, A1 minus A will indicate the N2. Okay. So let's look at one more thing. So when you observe averages, A1, A2, N1, N2 will be given. This we have to find out. And in this, we have to find out this. So let's look at some of the questions so that you will get some clarity on solving the questions of allegations and mixtures. Look at the problems of allegations when directly all the quantities are given. Look at the first question which is available on the screen. What is the answer for the question? In what ratio must a grocer mix two varieties of pulses? One is costing 15 rupees, one is costing 15 rupees. The other one is costing 20 rupees. So that mixture cost is 16.5 rupees. So one is 15 rupees, one is 20 rupees. The overall mixture cost is 16.5. In what ratio these two are mixed? A1 and A2 and A values are given. You just need to have a skill of subtraction so that you can able to answer the question. So it is giving a result as 3.5. This is giving a result as 1.5. What is the ratio of this? We can say 5 sevens are, 5 threes are. So 7:3 is indicating the ratio of these two varieties mixed. 7 parts of this quantity, 3 parts of this quantity are mixed. 3 parts of this quantity are mixed. Look at the next question available on the screen. What is the answer for the question? A goldsmith has two quantities of gold. One is 6 carats, the other one is 10 carats. The mixture is 7 carats. In what ratio we have to mix them? So this is giving a result as 3. This is giving a result as 1. The ratio is going to be 3:1. The ratio is going to be 3:1. Look at the next question which is available on the screen. Gold is 20 times as heavier than water. Copper is 11 times as heavier than water. Find in what ratio these two metals are mixed so that alloy is 15 times as heavy as water. Gold is 20 times as heavier as water. Gold is 20 times as heavier as water. And copper is 11 times as heavier as water. In what ratio these two are mixed so that mixed in order to form an alloy which is 15 times as heavier as water. Which is 15 times as heavier as water. 20 times. One is 20 times, the other one is 11 times. The overall value is 15. So we can take 20, 11 and 15. This minus this is 4, this minus this is 5. Mark your answer as 4:5. Mark your answer as 4:5. Look at the next question. In what ratio must water need to be mixed with milk, which is 12 liters, 12 rupees per liter? So that mixture worth is 8 rupees per liter. In what ratio water must be mixed with milk? So what is the cost of milk? 12. This is milk and water we are mixing with this. So what is the cost of water? Generally 0. So that a mixture which is formed with 8 rupees. So difference of this is going to be 8. This difference of this is going to be 4. It's giving a result as 2:1. Giving a result of 2:1. But they are asking in what ratio water need to be mixed with this. That is 1:2 is the result. Mark it as option B. Mark it as option B. I have taken water here. Water one part and milk need to be two parts of milk, one part of water should be. So answer choice must be that. So look at the next question which is available. Where instead of talking about the two entities, there are three entities involved. In what ratio must a person mix with three kinds like 2, 3.5 and 4.8 per kg so that the mixture worth is 2.6 per kg. So there are three entities are there. So if three entities are there, we cannot use this type of logic. What we have to do is, if you have only two entities like A1 and A2, we can apply. So 2 and 3.5 and 4.8 per kg, so that the mixture worth is 2.6. So what I'm trying to do is, I'm trying to take individually. So one is like this, the other one is like this. So that's why. So whenever you have three quantities, you don't have a direct logic. Do it for any two, do it for the other two, and then find out. So let's assume the three kinds, type A, type B. What is the cumulative value? 2.6 for everything. Now type B, type C, I'm saying 3.5 and 4.8. Cumulative value is 2.6. So this minus this and this minus this. So this minus this is giving a result that is going to be 0.9 and this is 0.6. 3 3s are 3 2s. So and what about this? This minus this is giving a result 2.6, 3.6, 4.6. This is 2.2. And what is the difference between them? 0.9. This is 22 is to 9. 22 is to 9. So if you can observe, A is to B is 3 is to 2. B is to C is 22 is to 2. If you multiply with 11, you can write this is 33 is to 22 because the common term is B, so that it should be same, so that you can find out the overall ratio. So what is A is to B is to C now? 33 is to 22 is to 9. So which is available as option D, mark it as answer. Problems and allegations. All the quantities are given when we have to find out. All the quantities are given in ratios. Then how to deal with those questions also we try to understand. So in order to find out this, I just want to tell you one thing. See, for example, in the classroom, boys are what part of girls are available? So 3 out of 5, like that. So here also, cask R contains wine and water, wine and water. The ratio of wine and water is 6 is to 7. Cask S will contains wine and water in the ratio of 9 is to 4. In what ratio these two are mixed so that the final mixture should have wine and water is 8 is to 5. So here what you have to do is when you are solving this type of question, when all the things are given in the form of a ratios, solve the question by taking any one of the quantities. So that means either you can solve the question by taking wine concentration or you can solve the question by taking water concentration. But take any one of them. So if I solve with wine concentration, it is going to be 6 parts out of 13 parts. And wine concentration in this is 9 parts out of 13 parts. So wine concentration in this is 8 parts out of 13 parts. So this minus this is giving 1 by 13. This minus this is giving a result as 2 by 13. Anyways, 13 is gets cancelled. 1 is to 2 is going to be ratio available as option B. Available as option B. Look at the next question available on the screen. Milk and water of 2 vessels, 3:1 and 2:5. Milk and water of 2 vessels, one is 3:1 and 2:5. In this milk and water is this. In what ratio these two liquids are mixed so that the new mixture contains half milk and half water? What is half milk and half water? 50% milk, 50% water. It will be 1:1. So that is given indirectly. So in what ratio? Again, they are asking N1 and N2. So you can solve the question, as I told you, you can solve the question by taking any one of the entity. So I'm solving the question by taking milk. It is going to be 3 parts out of 4 parts. And here also milk, it is 2 parts out of 7 parts. 2 parts out of 7 parts. So now if you can observe, here the milk value is 1 part out of 2 parts. 1 part out of 2 parts. So this is 3/4, this is 2/7, this is 1/2. This minus this and this minus this will give you your answer. So this is nothing but if you can do the subtraction, you will get the value. 2/7 minus 1/2. What is the difference? It is 14, 4 and this is 7. This is 3/14 here. 3/4 minus 1/2, it's giving 1/4. So if we can cross multiply, it is going to be 12:14 or otherwise 6:7, which is available as option A. Mark it as answer. Only the thing is we have to take them into proper pattern so that you can able to get the answer. So you can solve only by taking any one of the entities. So here milk and water is 3:1, milk and water is 2:5, half milk, half water means 1:1. So 3:1, from this milk will be 3 parts out of 4 parts. Here 2 parts out of 2 plus 5, 7 parts. It is 1 part out of 2 parts. Don't take directly 3/1, 2/5. You have to take this by whole. That will indicate the value. This minus and this minus, if you do, you will get 6:7. You will get 6:7. Or otherwise, you can make all the denominators as same. To make the denominators as same, I'm just multiplying with 7. So then that is 21. This is going to be 8. This is going to be multiplied with 14. So this difference will be 6. Will be 6 and will be 7. Fractions I am just converting into integers. Look at the next question available on the screen. Two vessels of equal quantity having milk and water in the ratio of 9:5, milk and water in the ratio of 4:3. So both the mixtures are now mixed thoroughly. Find the ratio of milk and water in the new mixture. So they said equal quantity. That means if you take one part of this, you have to take one part of this. They are asking cumulative value. This is not averages question. This is allegation. This is not allegation question. This is averages question. Because N1 and N2 value is given, they are asking the cumulative average. So then what is the cumulative average formula? A1 N1 plus A2 N2 divided by N1 plus N. What is the milk here? 9 out of 14 into 1 part. The milk here is going to be 4 out of 7 into 1 part divided by 2. So it is going to give a result which is 9/14 plus 4/7 or 8/14 divided by 2. So 9 plus 8 is going to be 17/28. That indicates milk is going to be 17. Total is 28. Total is 28 means leftover is going to be water. 17:11 should be your answer. Mark it as option A. Mark it as option A. Look at the next question. The three contains of two vessels having water and milk in the ratio of 1:2 and 2:3. They mixed in the ratio of 2:1. What is the find the ratio? Find out the ratio after mixing the two mixtures. So they just given this value and this value, A1 and A2, N1 and N2 cumulative. So this is going to be, what is this? Water and milk. So water concentration is 1 out of 3. Water concentration here is going to be 2 out of 5. So these are in the ratio 2:1. So 1 by 3 into 2 plus 2 by 5 into 1 divided by 2 plus 3 is going to be 2 plus 1 is going to be 3. So 2 by 3 plus 2 by 5 divided by 3. So it is giving a result. It's going to be 15. 3 5s are 5 2s are 10. 5 3s are 3 2s are 6. This is giving a result as 16 by 25. So that means water will be 16. Leftover is going to be 45 minus 16, 29. Leftover is 29. So 16 is to 29 will give the answer. Mark it as option A. Same question. Two vessels A and B having milk and water in the ratio of 5:2 and 8:5. In what ratio these two are mixed so that the new mixture is 9:4. Here it is a question of allegations. So again, you can use the same logic just for the practice purpose I am giving. If you solve with me, 5 parts out of 7 parts, 8 parts out of 13. So this will be by 13. So this use is as going to be 5 by 7 minus 9 by 13. So 13 into 7, that is giving the result as 91. 65 minus 13 into 7. So 13 1 the 13 7 the 7 is to 2 is the ratio, which is available as option. Look at the next question, which is available on the screen. A mixture of 50 liters, ratio of milk and water is 3:2. The ratio of milk and water to be 1:2. What amount of water is? So it's a question talking about 50 milk and water in the ratio of 3:2. That means 30 is a milk, 30 is a milk, 20 is a water. The ratio of milk and water should be 1:2. How much of water need to be added? Milk is 30 as it is. How much more water we have to add so that the ratio is 1:2? Equal to 20 plus x. From this, x value is going to be 40. Sometimes you can see questions of allegations which are projected in percentages. Let's have a glance on one question. A merchant is having 840 kgs of rice. Some part of it he sold at rest of it at 16% profit. Overall, he gains 12% on the whole. This minus this is giving a result as 4. This minus this is giving a result. So the question here is what quantity is sold at 16% profit is the question. So 4:3, total 7 parts. 4 parts is sold at 9% profit, 3 parts is. So 7 parts value is going to be 840. 1 part are nothing but 3 into 120, 3 into 120, that is as option C. available as option. Look at the next question. A merchant is having 5,000 kgs of sugar. Some part of it is sells at 10% profit, 15% profit. He gains 13% on the whole. One part is 1,000. Three parts are nothing but 3. You can mark your answer as option. Look at the next question. Having 40 kgs of tea, 40 kgs of tea. Some part of the tea at 12%, rest at 8% loss. Loss. He gains overallly 9% on the whole. Percentage gain and 8% loss. What we can do? 12% is a profit. Let me take it as 1. 8% is a loss. That means 9. Overall, there is a gain of 9%. That means this minus this and this minus this will give. Minus this is giving a result as 3% of the cost price. This minus this is giving a result. So 8 plus 7, that is going to be 7. So here 17 is to 3. So 17 is to 3 means 17 is to 3 means 17 is to 3. Total 40 kgs are. So the question is, what is the quantity sold at 12% profit? 17 into 2. See, total kgs. One part is going to be 2 kgs. 17 parts are going. 3 parts are going to be 6 kgs. Mark it as 4 and 6. You can see the questions of infinite removal. How the and replace with one. This process is repeated for 2 more times. What is so here? One is the quantity, the other one is these two, quantity and quality. Quantity indicates this. So now here from 40 liters, 4 liters is removed. It is 4 by 40, 1 by 10. And replaced with water, replaced with water. That means 10% of water is available out of the total. So 10% of water. Second time also same thing, 90% and 90%. It's done repeatedly. Repeated increases will come under. And whenever the times in the form of a product, whenever the terms in product, you can apply successive percentage. Repeating happening, so we can multiply them. So 9 cube is 720%. Is a wine which is going to be left. So, but then they are asking what 72.9 is indicating the wine. 7. That means 100 minus 72.9. 72.9 will use your leftover water. of 40. So that is giving a result 4 ones are 8, 10. 10.84 will indicates the water which is left over. So 4 liters is taken out of 40. That means 1 out of 10 taken out. So leftover concentration is 90% times. So overall concentration of wine I'm trying to find out. 9 cube is 72.9% is a wine which is left. If they are asking only 1.9% of the overall 40, we'll use the wine. So that is nothing but 7 4s are 36, 4 2s are 8, and 7 4 29.16 is going to be wine out of the 40 liters. Leftover is water. Leftover is going to be 10.84 is the one. 10.84 is the one. Look at the next question. A container contains 15 liters of milk. From this, 3 liters is taken out and replaced with water. A container is consisting of 15 liters. From this, 3 liters is taken out and replaced with water. That means 3 parts out of 15 parts. That's going to be 1 by 10. That's going to be 20%. So what you are doing? 20% dilution. That means what is the leftover concentration? 80%. This is repeated for 2 more times. So 80% and 80% will be there for next 2 times. So now the question is how much milk is there? So the concentration of milk, let me find out what is 8 to 512. So it is going to be 51.2% is going to be the concentration of milk which is left over. What is the total quantity? 15. So you have to calculate 51.2% of 15. 15 into 2 is 30. 15 ones are 15. That is 18. 15 into 5 is 75. 76. So answer choice is 7.68 available as option C. Available as option C. Look at the next question. The question is little different here. 19 liters are withdrawn from the vessel of full of wine, and it's filled with water. So from a vessel, 19 liters is removed and it's filled with water. And then 19 liters of mixture withdrawn and filled with water. That means overall 2 times they have done. So very important statement. The ratio of wine to water is 81 is to 19. Very important statement. 81 is to 19 is indicating the leftover wine to the water. Leftover wine to the water. That means wine concentration is 81 parts out of 100 parts. Parts out of 100 parts. This is effect because of the 2 times. Effect because of the 2 times. So that means we can write this as a 9 by 10 into 9 by 10. We can write this as 9 by 10 into 9 by 10. 9 by 10 into 9 by 10 means every time 9 parts is going to be remaining out of 10 parts because 81 is to 19 is indicating 81 is the wine, total is 12. So from this data, we can say wine is going to be 9 parts, total is going to be 10 parts. So 9 parts out of 10 parts means how much is removed? 1 part out of 10 parts is removed from the total. That is equal to 19. So total is going to be 190, which is available as option C for us. Total is going to be 190, which is available as option C for us. Which is available as option C for us. 81 is to 19 is indicating wine is 81, total is 100. If you split this into two parts, 9 by 10 into 9 by 10. That means 9 parts out of 10 parts. Every time one part is removed out of the 10 parts, that is equal to 90. So total is 190. Total is 190. Mark it as options. Look at the next question which is available on the screen. Similar question just for understanding purpose, not to confuse you. Just for understanding purpose, not to confuse you, just observe. A thief steals 4 gallons of liquid soap from the train compartment bathroom from the container of full of the liquid soap. He then fills it up with water to avoid the detection. Unable to resist his temptation, and he steals another 4 gallons of mixture again and fills with water. Then the liquid soap is checked at the station. It is found that the ratio of liquid soap now left over to the water is 36 is to 13. Very, very important number. Ratio of liquid soap to the water is 36 is to 13. That means what is soap concentration? 36 parts out of 36 plus 13 is how much? 49. So soap concentration is 36 out of 49 because of the 2 times. So I'm writing 36 by 49. If you split it into 2 times, we can write it as 6 by 7 and 6 by 7 every time. So that means out of the 7 part, 6 parts is a leftover soap. What is the removed part? 1 part out of the 7 parts from the total. That value is given as 21. That means total will be 28. That value is given as 4. That value is given as 4. So answer is 28. I'm repeating. 36 is to 13 because all this story is trying to tell that he removed the soap 2 times and filled with water. Finally, if they checked liquid soap to the water is 36 is to 39. Sorry, 36 is to 13. That means what is liquid value? 36 is to 13 means so if you can observe 36 is to 13 is indicating what is the soap concentration? Soap concentration will be 36 parts out of 49 parts. Soap concentration will be 36 parts out of 49 parts. So this is because of the 2 times. So you can say 6 by 7 and 6 by 7. From this, we can understand out of the 7 parts, 6 parts is a soap leftover. Removed is 1 out of 7 parts from the total. That is equal to 4 liters or 4 gallons. So total value will be 28 gallons. Total value will be 28 gallons. That's how you can able to solve the question. So one more question which is given in the previous TCS Ninja. So question is going to be a can contains the mixture of 2 liquids A and B in the ratio of 7:5. 9 liters of mixture is withdrawn and replaced with liquid B. Then the ratio becomes 7:9. What was the initial quantity of liquid A in the can? What was the initial quantity of liquid A in the can? What was the initial quantity of liquid A in the can? So liquid A and B is 7:3. Initial quantity of liquid A they are asking. 7:5 is indicating liquid A and liquid B initially. So they are asking us to find out initial quantity of liquid A, that is going to be 7 parts. 7 parts means answer must be 7 multiplier. So you can check out which is the 7 multiplier here. 28 is a 7 multiplier, mark it as answer choice. I'm just using unconventional way to mark the answer because of the option choices which are projected like that. You can also solve this question by using the other approach, that means allegation approach. I'll tell you that again we'll discuss. So the liquid A and B are in the 7:5. That means A will be 7 parts out of 12 parts. When 9 liters is removed and replaced with liquid B, so 9 liters is replaced with liquid B. So liquid B means what is the concentration of liquid A in liquid B? That is 0. I'm just taking 0. So finally it is 7:9. That means it is going to be 7 parts out of 16 parts. That is 7 parts out of 16 parts. What was the initial quantity of liquid A in the can is the question. So this minus this and this minus this is going to be 7/16. This is 7/12 minus 7/16. So you can just take 48 as a LCM. 12 into 4, 7 into 4 is 28. 16 into 3, 7 into 3 is 20. So this is 7/48. So if you can further simplify, you can say 3:1. So what is the meaning of 3:1? 3 parts of A and 1 part of B. So initially there was a total 4 parts. Okay. But 1 part value is given as 9 liters, then 4 parts will be 36 liters. So initially 36 liters was there. In this 7:5 is the ratio of A and B. A is going to be 7 parts out of 12 parts into 36. Your answer choice must be 21. I'm sorry, answer choice must be 21. That is the initial quantity. It's not 28, it should be 21. You can also see this so many times this question was repeated. Option, you can take option D as 21. I'm repeating. 7:5 indicates 7 parts out of 12 parts is the liquid A. 9 liters of liquid A total mixture is removed and replaced with the liquid B. The concentration of liquid A in liquid B will be 0. The ratio of A and B finally is 7:9. That means A value is 7/16. This minus this is giving 7/16. This minus this we have to find. So 7/12 minus 7/16. LCM of this numbers is 48. 7 4s are 28. 7 3s are 21. It is 7/48. So ratio is going to be 3:1. 1 part is 9 liters. Then 3 parts is how much? That is going to be 3 into 9. That is 27. Initially 27 and 9, 36 liters was there. In that 7 parts is going to be liquid A. So 7 out of 12 into 36, mark your answer choice as 21 liters, available as option D. That's how you can able to see the questions of allegations and mixtures. I'm giving some practice questions. Please do these practice questions. Take the pictures of the questions. Question number 1 on the screen. Take the picture of it. Question number 1. Question number 2. Question number 3. Very important question. A man has cows and hens in the farm. So total 30 heads are available. 76 legs are there. How many hens are there is a question. So cows and hens together is 30. Number of legs is 76. Cow will have 4. Hen will have 2 legs. So 4 cow, 2 hen is equal to 76. Using this, they are asking the hen's value. You have to find out hen value. So you can easily find out. Just do multiplication with 4 so that it will be 120. If you subtract these two, this is 0. 2h will be equal to how much? It is giving a result which is equal to 44. What is the hen's value? 22, available as option A. Making algebraic equation. Repeated question in AMCAT and other placement exams. MAT and other exams also. Next question. Similar question. Deepak is having some goats and hens. Total heads is 90. Goats plus hens is equal to 90. Total feet or legs is going to be 240. Goat will have 4. hen will have 2, will be equal to 248. What is the number of goats is a question. Hen should be cancelled. I'm just multiplying everything with 2 so that it will be 180. 2G is equal to 60H. G will be equal to 34. They are asking the number of goats available as a market assets. Next question, practice question you can solve. Amount of 780 is distributed among 60 students. So each boy will get 15, each girl will get 10. What is the number of boys in the class? 780 is distributed, boy will get 15, 15 rupees for each boy, 10 rupees for each girl. Total how many students are there? It's going to be 60. So boy plus girl is going to be 60. How many boys are there is the question. So how many boys are there in the question is means you can just cancel out girl just by multiplying this with the 10. So if you cancel out girls, 5 boys is going to be 188. 1 boy is going to be 5 3s are 15, 5 6 are. Mark it as 36. Same question. Take the practice question 1, 2,